Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Got something a bit special for you today. Today it's a custom Generation 1 Marlboor Wheeljack and a sort of a customised Generation 1 Wheeljack. We'll come on to the Marlboor one first. Just want to show you this first. This is my original G1 Wheeljack. It's not a knockoff or nothing, but all I've done is well, basically I used a set of the Repro Labels Wheeljack labels from Repro Labels, obviously, because they're actually pretty damn good, and you can tell it's an original because it's got some paint chipping off the front here and everything. But all then I done was I actually bought a knockoff Wheeljack because I wanted the extra canopy cover. I've got my original one just down there. There it is. See, I wasn't going to do whatever I wanted to do to this one because that is the original. And all I did was I found some what do you call it, reproduction Diaclone Wheeljack labels on eBay. So I bought them, and it was only like the numbers with the actual sponsors underneath it, because obviously the original didn't come with those. And so I found them, put them on, and then what else did I do? I got some orange translucent paint, much like I used on my custom slicer, and then just painted the inside of the window, and so it's orange, and so it matches the artwork off the box. Let me just get the box, it's down here. So as you can see, he's got a nice orange canopy there, and I thought, no, why not? And it works amazingly well. I think it really does look really good, especially now with like the Diaclone stickers on there. Really good. I do like that. Also, what I've done, if I just, actually no, I'll leave that in car mode just for a second. I also, let me just get these little bits. What I've done was I bought some extra wing bits, and then I just coated them in the orange translucent paint. You're not going to see too much here, but I'll take some pictures of them, hopefully the light showing through them. And you'll see that they just really do look like they're made out of orange plastic. It's really good, that stuff. Right, okay, so let's move on to the actual proper figure. I got this one off eBay about 2 or 3 months ago. Here he is. I actually already did have a sort of like a custom Marlboor Wheeljack that I just, well, Repro Labels used to do a set of labels, and I just customised an old Wheeljack and put them on it. It actually looked pretty good, but obviously it still had the original Wheeljack head. But then I saw this one on eBay. It's not an original, it was a custom, but it did have the old, I think it was Trans Repro used to make a head and canopy and everything like that. I did try buying it off there once, but unfortunately, just as I bought them, I think the guy had a stroke, and so I never heard nothing of them again, and unfortunately lost my money. I was a bit gutted about that. But still, never mind. Yeah, so obviously this is a custom Diaclone Marlboor Wheeljack. It is, I think it's the 1976 race colours, or is it 1978? I can't remember exactly. I've got a picture, I'm going to put this with the video of the actual car, because I think the car looks absolutely amazing, and when you get a comparison between the two, I think this is the later, like the next year's sponsors all over, because it's got the Alitalia, which is obviously an Italian airline, but then we got the Marlboro, which was cigarettes. Obviously they couldn't use Marlboro. I can't remember if it was just because of licensing issues or because it was obviously cigarettes, but either way they just misspelled it and just called it Marlboor, B-O-O-R. Yeah, which is pretty good. If you can find the original of this, you're looking at quite a lot of money to buy that. But like I say, I managed to get a custom one, cost me about 60-70 quid, and it came with this box, which is a customised box. It's pretty good because it's got, like, there you go, you can see on the change and everything, they've redone it and obviously photoshopped it to have the colours of Marlboor Wheeljack on it, and it's pretty good. They've even redone the head on that, which I think is pretty good. You can see where it's hard to see exactly, but they've literally just stuck a label over the top of this box. Well, all round it actually, but it's still pretty good, and it even comes with its own tech spec. And I don't know if I can zoom in on it there. What I'll do is I'll leave it up there for a second. You can pause the video and hopefully you can read that. It says Autobot, but I made mine into Decepticon because, because I always find that a little bit more interesting than just having another Autobot one. Let me just move my camera slightly. So there we go. I wasn't gonna actually do this video just yet because there was another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to actually paint the wheel rims on the car red because they're actually on the actual original car. They're actually red. They're actually red on this one over here, the original G1 Wheeljack. But I was having a bit of trouble doing it and finding the exact red paint to sort of match. I did have another red paint, but it's a bit too dark and looked a bit crap. Yeah, so I may still do it, I don't know yet, but probably not, but I think it would look really, really good. I'm doing a custom Generations Marlboor Wheeljack, and I've already painted the wheels red on that. And that looks fucking fantastic already. I haven't even finished it yet, but it's looking damn bloody good. Yeah, but there's a lot of work to get into that. I've also got to try and resculpt the head somehow, but we'll see what happens with that one. Right, anyway, let's transform this guy. It's got quite a simple transformation, as we all know, with Generation 1. Just going to pull out the arms, like that. Open out these bits. Now, the original Diaclone didn't actually have red stickers on here. I do believe they were just black. This is a mixture of stickers and paint, because when I bought the painted one off eBay, like I say, about 70 quid, it did have painted front. These are stickers on here. But it was too yellowed, the front of the car was too yellowed and it just didn't go, so I just kept my original front. But then trying to swap parts over, I did run into quite a lot of problems, unfortunately. Next thing we're going to do is take out the doors. They're going to become sort of like wings or whatever. And then we come down here to the feet, and then we're going to extend these. Now I've got to make sure bits don't fall off here, because for some reason as soon as you try swapping bits over on some of these figures, the pins that are used to hold together the sort of like the toes, you can see them in there, they can end up falling out for some reason. The next thing we're going to do is just manoeuvre these up there, like that. The arms are, hands on mine are a bit loose, but I'm not that bothered about that. And then we just make sure we're fully extended on the arms and just rotate them down. Like so. And then we come to the head reveal, which is... Dun, 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 dun. It's the actual Marlboor head, which obviously is different to the Generation 1 Wheeljack. You can see this is a bit dodgy because it's been painted up, but it looks pretty good, and obviously I think it looks brilliant actually. What I used to have on my one, which had the stickers on, I'm just going to transform this off screen, but you can have a good butchers at the Marlboor Wheeljack there. Yeah, on the one that I used to have with stickers on, what I did was actually just paint the eyes red on a normal Generation 1 Wheeljack figure, and it looked pretty good, if I'm honest. I was sorely tempted to keep it, but I never did. I actually sold that on eBay. I didn't get as much for it as I was hoping, really, but I'm not too bothered about that, because it got me a little bit of money to spend on some other stuff, and a bit of room as well, much needed room. That's what I'm doing these days. I am actually selling bits that I don't like no more, because I don't see the point in having stuff that you don't like. Anyway, right, so I've transformed Wheeljack here. You can put them next to each other for a little comparison. Let me just angle my camera just around that way. Right, so the Diaclone Marlboor Wheeljack does come with these, which is blue, sort of translucent blue plastic. They've cheated sort of technically, because you can see where it's got the pattern on one side. It's actually the same one, and then what you've got to do is turn one round to become the other, but unfortunately then you end up with the smooth side. You can see where they cheated, unfortunately, but they fit on nicely. On the back here, one is a little bit loose, so I've just got to make sure he does stick on. That was my fault, because when I swapped the figures round, I had a lot of trouble. And yeah, they wouldn't fit on too well. Right, I'm going to try and put these shoulder cams off without bits falling off. 1 second while I do this. This can be problematic. Come on, get on there. That's right, I didn't have it on the right bloody bit. Right, so we're going to put this other one on. I know this is off camera, but these are bloody fiddly, and in no way am I breaking this. It costs too much money and too much effort. There we go. So you put the shoulder cannons on, they look good. You can put the little missiles in, like that. There we go. Oi, see that? What I done was, it wouldn't fit on, so I got a drill bit and just went through the hole to make it slightly bigger. Unfortunately I made it too big, which is a bit annoying. Right, and then so we're going to do the same with Generation 1 Wheeljack. We're just going to get some bits. There's a Wheeljack. I'm not going to put the missiles in, because you know what the missiles bloody look like. This bit has a tendency to flop forward, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, right, so there we go. Let's just angle the camera back. There we are. And there's, as you can see, these do light up quite orangey, and they're pretty good. Definitely a couple of faves of mine. There we go. This body isn't totally extended all the way. There we are. Yeah, pretty two good figures actually. Definitely a great addition to my Generation 1 lineup. And I hope you like this review, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.